Hello and welcome to Religion and Society in the Modern World. I'm going to try and do a few of these little videos maybe at the beginning of different units to give you a brief introduction. But this one will be just the usual standard introduction to any class that you would have if you were in a classroom. So what I want to do a bit first is talk to you a bit about how to navigate around the course site, because it's absolutely vital that you are able to find your way around there. A good place to start is where it says Start Here, and that gives you a little tour of CourseLink sites, so that those of you who have never taken an online class, you can get used to how to navigate your way around a particular class. You'll see all sorts of menu items above and below the logo for the course, but start with the timeline. That's your most vital place to go first. Timeline gives you the information most of the information that's in the course outline, but it tells you what you need to do each particular week, what you should be reading, and what assignments are due that week and what assignments are coming up. Next to that, you'll see units, and each unit goes with each week. But being an online course, you can go and read Unit 12 if you want to ahead, if there's something that interests you there. But they do follow through week by week, so we'll be looking at the different information on the timeline, and then you look at the unit that's listed for that particular week. I would note too that the weeks in this course, we're running, because the course starts on a Thursday, we're running the weeks Thursday to Wednesday, which seems to make sense. In the past, we used to start with an extra long week because we'd start on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then at the very end we'd have a 4-day week, which didn't make any sense to me. So we switched it to running whenever the semester starts, which is today. What else have I got in my little list here? There's a number of items on there that you can consider to be your virtual online textbook. So you don't have to buy a textbook for this course. There is no required text at all, which is a nice money saver, but on the course website, you will see things that are called resources, and in there's a whole long list of things, links to certain items that you can use in addition to the information in the units. There's also a handy research guide that you should look at that at the very beginning. It's got all sorts of information that Emily, the electives librarian, has put together for this course. Gives you places to hunt for articles, advice on how to use APA, referencing. I don't care what kind of referencing you use in this course when you're writing the essay. You can use any kind that helps me find whatever material you're using. But APA is the standard used at Guelph Humber, I think. As I say, there's some specific links there, and also on the next item along, I think down on the left, it's called eReserve. There's a number of items there that are on reserve. The most important one is the Holy, Holy, Holy reading, which is for the first discussion. That should be available now. You just click on it and it'll take you to a page in the library where you can bring it up on your screen. It's a very short, I think 6-page PDF for you to read that you need to read for the first discussion. When you come to submit items, the essay proposal, the essay, and the final exam, you use the Dropbox, the online Dropbox. You don't have to print anything at all. Just write your documents in Word. Some people may even still have WordPerfect, I don't know, but in Word, or if you're a Mac user, you might have Pages. I can read either of those. Drop that in, you load that into the Dropbox, and it automatically puts your name and the exact time that you deposited it in the Dropbox. What else? There are a couple of other items along the top there that aren't as necessary. One is a blog that I write on religion, and it's not something you need to look at. Just if you're interested, you could read things I post in there. The Prezi is a lot more useful for you. The Prezi is a particular kind of presentation software that I prefer to PowerPoint. On there I put a few extra little items, how to write, something on how to do the essay proposal and the essay, pictures of different kinds of churches for those of you who want to study church architecture, odds and sods of things I put on there. It's worth looking through the Prezi just to see what's what, additional stuff on the course that might be of use to you. I also have a Facebook page, History of Religion, but if you want to join that, you could. You don't have to. As I say, it's I've got usually I have a flurry of students who join it while the course is on, and then they drop off when the course is over. But there's probably 60 or 70 people, maybe a bit more on there now, that are actually interested in history of religion and stay on there. And I post different things there, and you can post things there. But that's not important. What's important to you are reading through the units and looking at the resources page and the eReserve page. That's where that is your textbook. You might say that the units are the lectures printed, but I'm going to supplement them with these rambling discourses where I will talk a little bit about the theme of each section for you. You can get in touch with me through my email, and I'll post that on the main page. Or that's if you want to ask me something privately. There is a Ask Your Instructor or Ask the Professor, I can't remember what it's called, under the Discussions tab, where you can ask questions there that everybody in the class will see. But if you have a private question, email me, or I have a Skype address too, and I'll post that on the main page. Always take a look at the main page, of course, whenever you get around to looking at it, because that's where you'll find updates. Okay, if you have any questions, those are the two ways to ask me. And I'm going to cut this off now before we have a huge file to upload.